Today's story is extremely personal to me. From being insecure about my body, the journey that starts in your mind, then goes to your heart, how the transformation woman is judged by her looks. That confidence will not come addressing the issue, but also when you start working on yourself. Talking about my personal shift, I went on my own weight loss journey. You all know about this, lost so much of weight. That's what gives you an external confidence. You're not at your, in your best perfect shape, six pack abs, but still you are very comfortable, a very beautiful feeling. And that's when I realized that body is my home. That discipline, that determination, that patience that you put in your actions for yourself, definitely a work in progress. Any one comment can make or break your day. One fear that every girl must be going through. I love myself the way I am is not body positive. Mentally, I was triggered a lot of times. It's not perfect, but it's really beautiful. Hello everyone, welcome back to the new episode of Stories That Teach. And today's episode is really personal to me. Something that I've always wanted to share, and I think recently I came across something that made me come up with this episode and discuss about this. So let's quickly get started. If you are new to my channel, I just share stories that help you learn, get inspired, and get out of your lazy girl era to the one which is like healthier, fitter, and a better version of yourself. So I hope you will like this. Let's quickly get started. Today's story is extremely personal to me because, I have shared about my weight loss journey, and it's mostly about the diet, the workouts, and all about that. But today's story is between those two. The journey that starts in your mind, then goes to your heart, and then ends up in front of mirror. I have came from hiding myself behind clothes. Every inch of my body was covered just because I was not secure about it, to the person that I am today, who is very comfortable in her own skin, who is fearless and unapologetic about what she is wearing. But, I have came so far with lot of efforts. It's a complete different journey from being insecure about my body to the time today when I can come in front of you wearing whatever I want. I don't think twice that, okay, this inch of my body is visible or someone is watching, or I have to think twice before coming in front of camera. Today I'm very much comfortable, and I'm not saying that I'm like completely out there, but it's a work in progress, and I am in a better place. It took me all about 2 to 3 years, and I can still say that I am headed in a better direction, in which is in falling in love with myself and with my body. If you remember and you go back to my older videos, you will see that I used to cover each and every inch of my body, used to layer up a lot of clothes, and I used to get some beautiful comments like, she's so modest, she's just focused on exercise, she doesn't want to show, and that's so really good. But being really honest about that, it was not about modesty, it was just my insecurities. I never loved my body enough to wear whatever I wanted to wear. I used to layer up myself because I just was not comfortable showing my cellulite or my bulges or some fat here and there. And I was really uncomfortable showing that up on my screen, which is also fine. But that insecurity made me really underconfident. I never used to come up on camera looking the way I wanted to look or being comfortable in my own skin. I know that most of you will be like, how the transformation from one body to another body has made you reduce the clothes that you're wearing. It's not about reducing the clothes, it's about how comfortable you get in your own skin. It takes a lot of courage to come in front of camera and accept your insecurities. It takes a lot of courage to show up on camera with those bulges, or to come up on camera with that double chin. I used to get, and today as well, I used to get a lot of comments like, okay, you are exercising, but still that is the part of your body that's showing up. And I used to feel really bad about it. Any one comment can make or break your day, and I used to like put layers and layers of my clothes so not even an inch is visible. That was me. Like I guess 4 or 5 years back, if you see my videos, I used to like not even show my arms from this to this area, which is like extremely thin, and I don't have to like worry about it. But still I was not comfortable because I thought that's not right, probably to show my insecurities on camera, which is something that I've dealt and had an amazing transformative journey within myself. Honestly, it was about one fear that every girl must be going through, a fear of judgment. And the time and age that we live in, the society that we thrive in, the woman is judged by her looks. And I used to get judged for my looks as well. I have dealt with my own insecurities, and breaking that fear, dealing with that fear, addressing that fear was a journey in itself. And that's what made me come up and speak about it today on this camera. Yesterday, I was just going through one of someone's transformative journey on Instagram, and I was scrolling through that reel, and what I read was some really nasty comments. Because when a person gets comfortable in her own skin, when she's actually working on herself, on her body, she's continuously working out, she sees a complete different journey, both physically and mentally, and then she chooses to wear whatever she wants to, right? But people in the comments were like, so everybody was bashing her just because of the clothes that she was wearing, instead of appreciating the kind of effort that she has put in that transformative journey, how much amount of hard work that it takes in order to transform your body, to change your lifestyle, and then get into those clothes that you always wanted to be. It takes a lot of courage. And when I read those comments, I felt like, okay, I have gone through this. I've gone through that kind of skepticism, that kind of hate from people when I chose to wear what I wanted to. So I found that was really relatable and something that I wanted to come and speak up. That insecurities that you see on cameras are of real people who get affected by your comment. So when a person comes up with their transformative journey, and when they decide to start wearing the clothes that they always wanted to wear, I think it's a beautiful thing that woman or man is coming into their own, they're getting comfortable. I think that's something that needs to be appreciated, rather than coming up with some random hate comments or judging them for the choices of clothes that they are making. I think you must have also gone through this. You must have hidden yourself in certain clothes, or possibly in certain situations where you don't want to go out there because of the fear of people judging you. That confidence will not come, from just addressing the issue, but also when you start working on yourself, you drive that confidence from there. It's not just like, okay, I am fat, or probably I have some cellulite on my body, I have bulges and everything, and you just live with it. That's not what body positivity is all about. Body positivity means that you start accepting the way you are, and then you fall in love with yourself by taking good care of your body. And that happens when you start taking actions. Saying that, okay, I love myself the way I am is not body positivity. For being really body positive, you have to start acting upon it. You have to start acting on your routine. You have to start acting on the things that you take up for yourself. You stand by yourself, and every day when you go to bed, you feel satisfied about the goals that you set for yourself in the beginning of the day. And when you start doing that, that's where you get your confidence from. You derive your confidence from the actions that you take, and not from the words that you might, and not just by saying that, okay, I will be very confident because it's okay to be the way I am. No, it's not body positivity. Talking about my personal shift, so, I went on my own weight loss journey. You all know about this. I shared about it. But that was just about my physical transformation. Mentally, I was triggered a lot of times when I really saw the transformation happening within myself. So, initially it was all about the superficial looks and getting into the particular waist size or breast size or probably a thigh size. But after some point in time, when you realize the importance of health in your life, you will understand that it's more about the mental transformation. And that's what happened with me. When I started working out regularly, when I started eating to fuel my body, started addressing my energy levels, when I started, falling in love with this process, that's when I started getting that confidence to come up and wear whatever I wanted to. Yes, I'll be very honest and like we say that when I transform my body, when people started commenting, okay, now you have, lost so much of weight, that's what gives you an external confidence. But that inner confidence comes when you get comfortable with your routine, with the actions that you are regularly taking for yourself. So when I started working out regularly, when I started building up that routine, when I used to, set a goal every day and then I was able to fulfill that goal by the end of the day, that's when you get a little confident. And that's when you realize, okay, this is something that's happening. I can be really confident because I am working on myself. I'm working on my body. I don't need to hide anything anymore. That's when my body shape also comes into play. So it's like about the positive energy that you have created around yourself. So it comes up with a loop, right? You are working on it, you get some results, you get comfortable, you build up some confidence, you start wearing what you wanted to wear, and then you start addressing the insecurities, and then you want to work on yourself even more. So this is like a positive feedback loop that you create for yourself, that starts with you and you taking action for yourself. But once you get into that loop, there is no looking back, because everything will fall into place. You start seeing the results, that results will motivate you, you'll get further confident, you'll smile, and then you will have that confidence to go in front of people and then stand still. Even you are not at your, like, in your best perfect shape, like you are not having six pack abs, but still you are very comfortable because you know that you have worked on yourself and you are work in progress. Work in progress is also a very beautiful feeling, to get that shift from being underconfident or insecure to a person who is confident, who is secure about herself. And you know what, when that shift happening, it was not like a day or an hour, but I remember very clearly that I went for shopping and I decided, okay, I'll not be thinking that what others will think about my dressing sense, or I'll not wait for their approval. I will start dressing the way I want to dress, the way I feel comfortable, the way I feel confident. When I looked, and then I remember in that changing room itself, I looked into the mirror and said, okay, it's not perfect, but it's really beautiful. And I will go and wear whatever I want to wear, and I'll not wait for anybody else's approval. It is just a very beautiful feeling. And as I told you, it's like a build up. It is not something that you will get in a day or hour. It will take years and years of efforts to come up to a point where you can go in front of mirror and say, okay, it's not perfect, but it's beautiful. And that's when I realized that body is my home and I have to keep working on it. I have to keep making it decluttered, beautiful. I have to stop punishing myself to achieve a goal, but I have to start accepting the fact that yes, I'm working on it, and that's just enough. I don't have to punish myself of being in this journey, or because it's a beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful and a brave thing to take up this journey and then going in front of people and doing whatever I'm doing. So I don't have to punish myself saying, okay, I can't do this, this cellulite is visible, or this is visible, or that is visible. It's okay. Everybody has their own problems and own set of insecurities. You don't have to punish yourself or over pressurize yourself. Okay, I have to hide. I have not done anything wrong in order to hide myself. That fear comes with lot of misconceptions, lot of judgments, lot of eyes on you. But you have to just break that barrier and come in front and say, okay, I embrace my insecurities and I'm working on it. work in progress. People still comment that, okay, you have started wearing some revealing clothes now. And just smile. It's not my new clothes, it's the new confidence that I've built in myself, and which is really beautiful. I don't know if I can imagine myself any other way. I just today when I stand in front of mirror, I feel so comfortable. I pick whatever I want to pick. It's not about revealing or unrevealing clothes. It's about whatever I want to wear. It's not about a particular. I don't want to limit my brain that, okay, I can't do this or I can do this. I just want to do whatever I want to do, because your choice of clothes do not define you, but your confidence will. So it's better to be a confident version of yourself, and that will come with the things that you take up for yourself every day. And to the girl who is listening to this, and probably I know that there'll be many girls who will be finding it really hard to get comfortable with themselves and hiding themselves in a lot of things. I'm not saying just go and reveal your clothes and be, start wearing revealing clothes. I'm not saying that. Start working on yourself. That's where you'll get your confidence to do whatever you want to do. It's not just about the clothes. And the idea was not just about the clothes. The idea was to deal with your insecurities, to start working upon yourself, because that's the only way. It's not when someone will come and say, okay, you have lost weight, you're looking so beautiful, you will probably get motivated. But some other person will come and say, okay, I think you probably became too thin, or I think you have some dark circles, or now you have some dull skin. So the comments will keep on changing. You cannot do this to please anybody else around you. This is something that you have to derive from yourself and from within. Confidence will never come from external environment. It will always come from yourself and from within. It will never come from the clothes that you wear. It will come from the actions that you take for yourself. As I told you, it's about the loop. Only when you have that confidence within you that, okay, I have worked on myself, I have seen my journey, I have seen that transformation for myself. Now I am comfortable enough to go and wear whatever I want to. The clothes are not giving me the confidence. It's my actions which are giving me the confidence, which in turn is making me feel really happy about myself. And that's when I go and choose whatever I want to wear. So that's how it works. It's not the other way around. So you have to see what's working for you, what's not working for you. But I would highly recommend each one of you that start writing your thoughts. That's what I did. And it's very personal to me. I don't share it with many people around me, that I write whatever I feel. And when you reflect going forward after an year or 2 years, you will see, okay, this is how I used to think at that particular time. And that will help you evolve as a person, evolve as a human being in general, come up with lot of things that will make you as a person that you are or you want to be. So yes, reflect on the thoughts that you used to have and write it down, each and every emotion. I know it's like not an easy task, and I'm not saying that you have to do it every day, but whenever you can, because probably what I wrote in 2021, when I go and read it in 2025, probably collection of thoughts here and there, some in January, some in March, some in February, you'll go and reflect. You'll be like, okay, this is how I used to be, this is how I used to think. It really motivates and inspires you every day. It gives you that confidence, okay, I've come really far. Today people around me come and say, okay, how you used to think that time, how you used to cover yourself every time, you used to be so cautious, okay, this part of my body shouldn't be visible, okay, please edit that part. My team comes up and say, okay, how you used to be like, ye nahi dikhna chahiye, wo nahi dikhna chahiye. But today I don't give them that kind of instruction, okay, whatever. It's not about being careless, it's just about being confident, which I am today, and it's about being much better. But I'll be very honest in saying that I'm not a perfect person. I don't think that I'm perfectly confident. I still am insecure about other things, probably different things. that might develop in future. Like I am still an insecure person about a lot of other things in my life, and instead, like a lot of things in front of camera as well. So I'm not like a perfect person, but still I am working in that direction to just let it be, because I've always said this and I've always believed that we are just a tiny little, a very little particle in this whole beautiful universe. Okay, so if you go up and see it from an eagle point of view, you will see that your insecurities don't even exist in this wide, beautiful universe. It's just we who make our problems or our insecurities bigger and bigger every day, because we feel that the world is just like this, but the world is really huge, really beautiful, and we just have to work on ourselves one day at a time. And when we start doing that, I don't think that these problems will look as bigger as they might have been today. At last, I would like to say that the glow doesn't come up from the clothes that you wear, but it comes from the courage that you show up every day. That courage, that discipline, that determination, that patience that you put in your actions for yourself, that is what gives you that glow on your face. So yes, that's about it today. My journey from being an underconfident, insecure girl to a person who is much confident, and I think I am definitely a work in progress. But I would like to hear about you. What is that one thing that you feel really insecure about? Talking about those insecurities will really help deal with them better. And I guess you will be able to reflect on what you want to be and what you are going through. So yes, write it down, and if you want to write it on the in the comments, it would be great. I think we can make this community a safer and a happier place to be in. We can discuss about it. And yes, I read all of your comments, so share it with me. And that's about today's episode. Thank you for listening. If it touched you, share it with someone who you think should listen to this. And yes, thank you. Remember, self love isn't loud. It's honest, quiet, and lifelong. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay fit, stay happy, and keep loving yourself. Bye bye.